we are supposed to follow all the rules and regulations that is made by the administration. So per month, how much profit my company must make. They give importance to monitor and controlling the performance. This budgeting is nothing but deciding in advance the future course of commitments or the future course of expenditure that. Hello everybody, a warm welcome to one and all. I am Mr. Hemant Kumar from the Department of Commerce and Management, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, MYSURU, the Temple of Excellence. In today's session, we are going to discuss about the subject Principles and Practice of Management, that is Unit 2, Planning and Decision Making. This is a session 3 of Unit 2 for first semester BBA students. This is agenda of today's session. We are going with the concept of a hierarchy of plans, SMART goals, meaning of management by objectives and management by exception. So this is hierarchy of plans of management. So as we know, each and every step, each and every progress and each and every functions of management have its own hierarchy. And in the same way, this planning function also have its own hierarchy. So how the planning function is going to happen? Before going to make any kind of plan of the organization, there must be mission for the organization. Based on the mission of the organization, we are supposed to fix the vision of the organization, that is nothing but goals and objectives of the organization. After fixing goals and objectives, to reach out the goals and objectives of the organization, we are supposed to go with the strategies. We are supposed to use some kind of strategies to accomplish the objectives. Later we are supposed to follow some kind of the policies that is made by the organization, and the procedure, step-by-step process or the procedure that is made by the top authority based on its experience. And we are supposed to follow all the rules and regulations that is made by the administration, and we are supposed to conduct programs for the development of the organization and also the development of the individuals of the organization. And later we are supposed to go with the budgeting process. So we are supposed to do budget based on the program that we are supposed to do, based on the plan that we had planned, and in the same way based on the project that we are supposed to execute in the future, we are supposed to do budgeting. Because this budgeting is nothing but deciding in advance the future course of commitments or the future course of expenditure that is made by the organization. So as we know, finance is required for each and every activity of the organization. Without finance, it is like a blood of organization. It is like a working blood of organization. So without blood, how the humans cannot survive? In the same way, without finance, the organization cannot survive. So hence this finance is very important, plays a very major role in the all the aspects of the organizational functions. So this mission, the first one is mission. What is this mission? As we know, all the organization have its own vision and mission statement. So what is this? So all organization have its own vision and mission statement. What is this vision and what is mission statement? What are the difference between vision and mission statement? So this vision statement is nothing but it is going to represent the goals of the organization, what the organization is going to reach out in its future. It is supposed to fix a particular goal and it must work towards the accomplishment of that particular goal. That is nothing but the vision statement. And when it comes in terms of a mission statement, it is a statement that is going to represent why the organization is in existence in the society. Means what the contribution, what the product that the organization is going to facilitate to its customer in the society. Okay, that is the difference between the vision statement and the mission statement. I repeat, this vision statement is going to represent the goals and objectives of the organization. So this each and every organization have its own goal. So it differs from one organization to other organization. But whatever the vision statement that is going to say is regarding the goals of the organization. So regarding the mission statement, it is going to say that why the organization is in existence. What is the reason for the existence of that particular organization? It is going to represent the what the thing that the organization is going to provide to the society, what the thing that the organization is going to facilitate the society. I will give you one best example. Geo company, we are aware of Geo company. We already know that it is a biggest network in India. So what is the vision of Geo company and what is the mission of Geo company? So as we know, vision statement is going to represent, the first step will be the mission statement. Only after setting the mission of the organization, we are going to set the goals of the organization. What is the mission? What is the reason for the existence of the Geo company? So what the Geo company is doing to the society, it is going to provide the network throughout India, right? So it is going to provide a network throughout India for the inhabitants of India. So that is the mission of Geo company, to provide network to the inhabitants of India. And what is the vision of Geo company? So there is a possibility of setting a vision or the objectives or the goals of the organization, telling that the Geo company must reach out all the cities or the major cities in India within 1 or 2 years. The goal may be the Geo company must make 10,000 crores per annum. So that will be the goals of the organization. I repeat, so this vision statement is going to represent the ultimate objective of the organization. This vision statement is going to represent the ultimate objectives of the organization. When it comes in terms of vision statement, it is going to represent why the organization that is in existence in society. The next one is strategies. What is this strategies? These strategies are the master plans that is prepared by the top level management for the accomplishment of objectives of or the organizational goals of the organization. Okay, so these strategies are the comprehensive master plan that it is going to represent how the organization it is going to reach out the goals and the mission of the organization. It is going to state how the organization is going to reach out the vision and mission of the organization. So it is a way or the strategic way how the organization can reach out its goal. So this is a comprehensive master plan that is prepared by the top level management. These policies are the guidelines for decision making process in the organization. So each and every organization follow its own policies. So what is the reason for the policies? It is going to guide the individuals of the organization to reach out the goals of the organization. Each and every organization have its own policies and procedure. The policies and the procedures are framed on the basis of the past experience, or it is the contribution that is given by the management thinker that is adopted by the organization. This policies must differ from one organization to another organization. They won't follow, all the organization cannot follow a single policy. Hence the policy is completely different from one organization to another organization. Next, the procedure. What is this procedure is all about? Procedures are the sequential step which is going to represent how the procedure it is going to be performed. It is going to represent how the particular task is to be performed in the organization. Means each and every organization have its own procedure and code of conduct. For example, so there is a process or the procedure that is made by the organization. Say for an example, already we know that there are 5 functions of management, starting from planning, organizing, directing, staffing and controlling. So these are the functions of management. There is a procedure for functions of management. So how it is? Planning, organizing, directing, staffing, controlling. These are the 5 functions of management. Only after planning we are supposed to go with organizing, after organizing, directing, followed by staffing and controlling. We cannot say that first we are supposed to go with controlling and later we can go with organizing and later we can go with planning. No, there will be a procedure for each and every aspect of the organization, each and every operation of the management, and in the same way in each and every steps of the organization that it must follow, means all the individuals of the organization must follow the procedure or the instruction that is given by the higher authority, that is top level management. Rules of the organization. What is the rules of organization? Rules are the detailed guide that is framed by the top level management for the benefit of the organization, which must follow by all the individuals of the organization. It is framed by the top level management. So it is the obligation of each and every individual of the organization to follow the rules and regulations that is in the organization. As we know, all the things that is going to happen in the hierarchy of plan is completely different from one organization to other organization. It does not remains constant in every organization. Okay, so hence the rules and regulations of one company, XYZ company, is completely different from ABC company. Programs. Programs are comprehensive plans which consist of complex set of goals. So there are a complex set of goals in the programs. There are a number of programs that is organized and conducted in the organization. It may be the development program, faculty development program, it may be the training program, it may be the research and development program. There are number of activities or the programs that is conducted in the organization for its development and for its survival in the competitive world. The last one is budgets. So what is this budgeting? So we are supposed to quantify each and every activity or each and every task that is performed in the organization, both in terms of quality and quantity. We are going to fix a price for each and every step, what the particular task it is going to incur the cost. So the organization is going to bear the cost, hence we can call this finance. It plays a very wonderful role in the organization. So it is a very important step, that is budgeting. Each and every step in the organization, each and every program of organization, each and every function, each and every project, it must have its own budget where it does not remains constant. It may fluctuate from time to time. So that is nothing but budgeting that must be made by the management. So if we go to all the hierarchy of planning means, now we come to know that all the hierarchy of plan differs from one organization to other organization. So starting from vision and mission of the organization, it does not remains. Infosys mission and vision is completely different from Wipro company. Wipro company vision and mission is completely different from L&T company. So it differs from one organization to other organization, whether it is a product sector, whether it is a service sector, whether it is a non-profit sector, it differs from one organization to other organization. Again, the strategies, all the organization cannot follow a single strategy. Policies also, it differs from one organization to other organization. None of the organization follow same kind of strategies in all the aspects. Procedures. So as we know, the product sector procedure is completely different from the service sector procedures. Rules and regulations of the organization, it is made by the top authority of the management, and also the programs. So as we know, the name of the program is a faculty development program that is conducted by all the organization, but it is the name of the organization may be same, the name of the program may be same, but the thing is it is going to conduct in different way. It is going to follow the procedure that had made by the top authority. Next, the budgeting. So as we know, budget, so it differs from one generation to other generation. So one project to other project, it does not remains constant. For example, we are going to make around 100 projects in a year, our company. Okay, so the budget of one first project is completely different from the budget of second project. The budget of two projects will be completely different from budget of third project. So it completely differs from one situation to the other situation based on the quantitative basis that they are going to make the allocation of the budget. Smart goals. So what is this SMART goal? SMART goals is a management approach that is given by the management. So to reach out to the ultimate goals of the organization in a smart way. As we know, in terms of the workers, there are smart workers and hard workers. So what happens? A smart worker can accomplish his objectives in a very smart way rather than doing hard work. So it is a, we can say that it is a shortcut for the success of the organization. Here we can assure the success, we can assure the success, there is a minimum risk in the SMART goals. So if we follow the SMART goals, there will be minimum risk. So what is this SMART goal? That is nothing but SMART. That is specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. This is the expansion of this SMART goal, abbreviation of the SMART goal. SMART goal is used to help guide goal setting. So it is going to help as a guide for the goal setting of the organization. As we had studied early, this SMART goal, through SMART goal we can set the goals of the organization. Each and every organization have the vision. Based on the vision only we are supposed to fix the goals of the organization. This SMART goal is very helpful for the fixing the goals of the organization. SMART is an acronym that states that, so it is going to state that specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. Hence the SMART goal incorporated all these criteria to help focus your efforts and increase the chances of achieving your goals. So it is going to increase the chances of achieving the goals of the organization, as I said earlier itself. So it is going to minimize the risk of uncertainties that may happen in future, because if we are going to follow this SMART goals, that is a specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound, there is more possibility of reaching the goals of the organization. SMART goals. So the first step is specific. So there must be a specification while setting the goals of the organization. We are going to specify what we are supposed to do, what we are supposed to achieve for the accomplishment, means what we are supposed to achieve in our future. So what it is going to say? So it is going to tell that it must be well defined and clear. So whatever the goal that we are supposed to fix, it must be well defined and it must be clear in nature. For example, our organization, it's a profit making is main goal of our organization. It is not a well defined goal. It is not a clear goal of the organization. What is the clear goal of the organization? My company want to make a profit of 1,000 crore. So that is a clear picture that we can see. Means it must be represent in quantitative terms. So all the goals must be measured and all the goals must be represented in the quantitative terms. So there is nothing saying that we must make profit. Of course, profit making is the objective of all the kinds of organization, but it is going to specify what specifically it want to do. For example, our organization want to earn 1,000 crores. It is going to specify, it is going to well define the goals of the organization, or it is going to give the clarity over the goals of the organization. It must be unambiguous. So what is this unambiguous? Clear and specification about the particular thing. Means it is going to represent the clear and the specific thing what it is going to achieve in the future. Second step is measurable. So how it is going to measure, what it is going to measure? As I said, it is going to quantify what it is going to specify, what it is going to do and what it is going to do in future. Measurable with a specific criteria that measures your progress towards the accomplishment of the goals. It is a specific criteria that measure your process towards the achievement of goals. It is going to measure the progress. For example, as I said, there is a specification saying that, so my company want to earn 1,000 crores of profit in a year. So it is going to measure the progress. How it is going to measure the progress? As we know, my company want to earn 1,000 crores per annum. Okay, 1,000 crores per annum. So if a company want to earn 1,000 crores per annum, so what is the minimum profit it must make per month? So per month, how much profit my company must make? It is going to measure in terms of quantity. It is going to measure the progress of the organization. Let us assume, so after 6 months of time, my company had earned only 300 crores of profit. So just there is 6 months for the accomplishment of the objectives. Within that 6 months, how we are supposed to work in the organization, which are all the policies we are supposed to follow, which are all the tactics or the strategies that we are supposed to follow to reach out the goal of the organization, that it is going to represent which one? The measurable. It is going to measure the progress to reach the organizational goal. I repeat, so if the goal is 1000 crore rupees, okay, so my organization want to reach the goal of 1000 crore per annum. This year it is 2024, okay, in year 2024 my organization want to make a profit of 1000 crore rupees. So it is going to measure in 12 months it have to make 1000 crores of profit. In 1 month how much it have to make profit? For example, 6 months is already happened, but my profit after 6 months is around 300 crore. Remaining 6 months, how the organization must work to make remaining 600 crore of profit? It is going to represent how the organization it is going to reach out the goals of the organization. Achievable. While fixing the goals of the organization, it must be achievable, attainable, not impossible to achieve. So while setting the goals of the organization must reach or set the goal in such a way that it can be reachable. It is not supposed to fix the goal which is cannot be reachable. As per its standard, it must set the goal. For example, so there are a number of manufacturing unit. It may be small scale or the large scale unit. So small scale industry, it is going to fix their objectives or goals as per its standard. Large scale industry, it is going to set their goal as per its standard. We cannot say the net worth of a company is 100 crore means we cannot say that it is going to fix the goal for 1000 crore rupees. No, as per the standard of that particular organization, it is going to set the goals of the organization that is achievable in nature. It cannot set the goal which cannot be achievable. Okay, so next one is realistic. What is this realistic is about? Within reach, realistic and relevant to your life purpose. So while we are going to set the goals of the organization, it must be realistic in existence, and also our goal must be relevant for the particular thing that we are going to do. For example, whatever the goal that we are supposed to fix, that must be relevant to the objectives, or whatever the thing that we are supposed to plan, that must be relevant to the objectives of the organization. Means, for example, as a product manufacturing company, so I am going to fix the smart goal. Means, so it must be relevant for the product sector. For the service sector, it must be relevant for the service sector. Next one, time bound. Whatever the thing that we are supposed to make within a specified period of time. Here we are supposed to mention the starting time and ending time. We are supposed to mention the starting and ending time. For example, as I said, my company want to make a profit of 1000 crores within a 2014. When it is going to start? It is going to start from December 31st of 2023. When it is going to end? It is going to end at December 31st of 2024. It is going to specify in terms of a period or a time when it is going to accomplish the objective. Within the specific bound of a time, it must reach out the organizational goal. If a company follow all these smart things to reach out the goal, then there is no risk of uncertainty, or there may be the minimum risk of uncertainty to reach out the goal of the organization. So this is a very important concept, that is management by objectives and management by assumption. So in terms of syllabus, they had mentioned only the meaning of MBO and MBE, but further I am going to discuss about the difference between MBO and MBE. Okay, so but in the exam point of view, this question they may ask only for 5 marks, they may not ask this question for 10 or 15 marks. Okay, so as per the syllabus, just it had specified that the meaning of concept MBO and MBE, that is nothing but management by objectives and management by exception. What is this MBO? It is a management approach in which managers and employees work together to set, communicate, and achieve the specific measurable goals of the organization. So what it is going to say that it is a management approach in which the managers and the employees work together to set, communicate, and achieve the specific measurable goals. It is going to set and achieve the measurable goals. It is not going to achieve the goals that cannot be measured quantitatively. It is going to set the quantitative measurable goals, where what is the thing that is going to happen? It is going to set, communicate, and achieve specific measurable goals for the organization. Who are going to achieve the set and specific goals of the organization? Both the management and the individuals of the organization. There must be a collaboration among the management and the individuals of the organization, where they are supposed to communicate each other, set the goals of the organization, and they reach out the goals of the organization. That is nothing but the concept of MBO. What is this management by exception? The management approach in which the managers focus on identifying and addressing the exceptions or deviations from the established standards. So they are going to notice the exception or the deviations that had been arised from the established standards or goals of the organization, that they are going to find out the deviations that is going to arise in the organization. This approach is used to identify and resolve the inefficiencies of organization. So what it is going to say, management by exception, it is going to monitor all the activities of the organization. So it is going to take action when the deviation arise in the organization. When the problem arises, it is going to take action to sort out the problems of the organization. Which one? Management by exception. So when it comes in terms of management by objectives, all the people of the organization, it may be management or it may be the individuals of the organization, they plan mutually and they are going with the course of action for the accomplishment of the objectives. So they take part in each and every activity of the organization in terms of management by objectives. When it comes in terms of management by exception, so only the management, they take part when the deviation or the obstacles or the problems arises in the operations of the management. Means they keep on monitoring all the activities of the organization. They are going to take part only when the obstacles or the deviations that may get arise in the future. When the deviation arise, only that they are going to take action. Here they keep on monitoring all the activities. They are going to go with all the activities of the organization. Okay, here when the problem occur for the organization, then only they are supposed to solve the problem and they are supposed to overcome from the problem. Here they keep on monitoring all the activities. They are supposed to plan all the activities. They are going to execute all the activities mutually. So these are the difference. Actually, this difference is not at all required in the exam point of view, but for your clarity that I am going with the concept. So management by objective, management by exception. What is the definition of management by objective? The management approach in which the managers and the employees work together to set and achieve the specified goals of the organization. So they are going to work together for the accomplishment of the goals of the organization in terms of management by objective. So when it comes in terms of management by exception, a management approach in which the manager monitor the performance and take action only when the deviation from established standards occur. So when the deviation occur only, that they are supposed to take the action when it come in terms of the management by assumption. So if there is no deviation, they are not at all going to do any kind of thing, but they keep on monitoring all the activities of the organization. Here they are going to follow all the activities of the organization. They are going to emphasize work towards the set and the achievement of the specified task. They are going to fix the specified task of the organization. They are going to achieve the specified task. So when it comes in terms of the goals of the management by objectives, it is a specific and the measurable goals are set, advanced and agreed upon by all parties. Okay, so it is a specific and the measurable goals that is set by the organization, but that goals that had set by the organization must be agreed by all the particulars or all the parties of the organization. So there must be no rejection for that particular concept or the thing. If there is a rejection, they are going to make alterations over the plan. They are going to make tailoring over a plan. So when it comes in terms of a management by exception, so standards are set in advance and managers monitor performance, ensure they are met. So they are going to monitor the performance of the individuals of the organization or all the functions of the organization, and they are going to monitor in such a way that whether the given task is reached or no. What is this emphasis? Emphasis is nothing but the importance or attention of the organization. Emphasis is nothing but the importance or the attention. So emphasis is planned on setting and achieving the goals. So there will be a complete attention while setting the goals of the organization and also reaching the goals of the organization. There must be a attention or the importance. They give importance for both planning and execution in terms of management by objectives. Here emphasis is placed on monitoring and controlling the performance. So here they are going to place the emphasis only on the monitoring. They give importance to monitor and controlling the performance. They are going to fix the standard performance. They are going to monitor and they are going to control the performance. This is a very important thing. What is the role of manager in management by objectives, management by assumption? So as we know, the role of the management or the manager is getting things done through the effort of others. Manager is one who accomplishes the objective by the efforts of others, right? In terms of management by objectives, managers actively participate in setting and achieving the goals of the organization, as we had studied in early. So the managers are going to participate in all the activities with the workers so that the result must be better comparatively. So that is management by objectives. There will be a interference, there will be a physical presence of a manager in each and every procedure or each and every step. He used to guide his subordinates by instructing all the aspects. So that is nothing but management by objectives. In terms of assumption, manager primarily monitor the performance and take action when it is necessary. So they are going to just monitor the performance. They can take the action only if it is necessary. If it is not necessary, they may not take any kind of the action over. So in the next session, we are supposed to go with the concept of introduction to decision making, nature, objectives and importance of decision making. These are the two topics that we are going with the next session. Thank you.